All right. I mean, this. All right. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. All right. I mean, this seems to be good. All right. All right. We're going to give this a little bit of a try here. New game, some new equipment, a little rebrand on the personal YouTube. This is part one of me trying to beat Max Verstappen at Red Bull, assuming I even get to race at Red Bull. I don't know if I can even pick my Red Bull car or if I have to get a contract or do anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I had this idea to just kind of be teammates with Max at Red Bull to kind of try and give him a challenge as the second driver in the Red Bull car, and that's more for me just trying a little bit of a challenge to entice me to do something on the career mode. I'm not generally fond of playing career. I think it's a little bit boring, but these are kind of the settings here. I'm going to do a shortened first season just to try and get the one under the books, because there'll probably be a little bit of trial and error. And then, we can up the difficulty from there. But, or maybe I should change it. I mean, I feel like if I'm going to do it, I should do. Oh, we could progress, though. I mean, this is the first one. So, I did 10 races. I'm starting it at 100% on the AI. I mean, I will definitely increase. I just going to start there and kind of work my way up, I would think, right? Oh, we could be a custom driver. Oh, shit. Look at this. Create a custom driver and start a new journey in the World F1. I mean, we could just try to be Sonoda. Let's try and see. Yeah, well, that's wrong. Okay, I have to choose him. Secondly, I think they changed all these characters, and I will say these look like absolute dog shit. I don't know. I just quite liked the avatars in the previous games they've kind of had for quite a while, and this seems to be an upgrade, but I mean, people look like this in real life. Oh, that's funny. mean, we could. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, we don't got many choices. U.S. Let's go. America. Enter first name. Oh shit! Here we go. We're gonna do. Wait, but are we doing this? As we're doing this as C-freeze, right? I have to have a. Well, I'll put my first name. Right? I mean, we could use. Or what did we do this? Only 3, right? Oh shit! What do we got to do here? I used to use, right? Usually it's. Yeah, I mean, usually it's right. Ooh, I got a shift on. There we go. I mean, yeah, we'll work with it. I'd rather to just. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Looks like they added a little bit more names, maybe? Nope. Could be. The fire starter. Oh boy, do we have a few of those in our league. Oh, not as often, not as recent actually, but damn, we used to. Frostbite. I mean, we gotta stay in line here with the freeze theme here. Golden Boy. Jenkins. Who's gonna pick Jenkins? Oh, O'Reilly. Auto Park. Damn, they do got quite a lot actually. What's this? Yeah, all right. What do we got here? Number. Now, usually I'm 22, but because Yuki picked 22, I do not have access to that. Sometimes I would have used 16 way earlier on, but then I think that's Leclerc's number when he joined F1. So I've been rocking with 13 since Sonoda came back. Another one of my favorite numbers, 13.
Hey, I'm Elena. I'll be your agent for your sure-to-be legendary career in Formula One. Great to meet you. Now that we've introduced ourselves, you'll see that you now have a set of driver ratings. These will be tied to you for the entirety of your career and will track your progress. As you perform well out on track, these ratings will improve and feed into various other areas of your journey through F1. We'll cover each rating in more detail later.
All right, so I guess I'm a 65. Boy, do they got something coming. I thought I already had a helmet. I made helmets. I can't see. I don't really want to be me. Why do I? Think we kind of did something like this for my. You know what I also noticed? Look at the amount of free stuff you get now with the EA games. You get dog shit. You get nothing. Helmet, like you got three emotes. 3 helmet designs? Come on. Oh, this is new. Oh, the academy. So we might. Oh boy, here we go. Well, we're gonna choose Red Bull. I mean, that's the whole purpose. So I mean, if we have to start in a lower team, we might have to, right? So we have to maybe go to the RB team and then move our way up. So that's why I did a shorter season so we can kind of fast track it. Or we went.
We'll be working closely together to get you the best deal possible. So, decision time. Who will you drive for this season? Tough choice, I know.
Well, I think
On the
we.
screen, you can view all the available teams and view some information about them to help you make a choice. Here, you can check out the basic information covering their principal, HQ, and vehicle information. Opposite this, you can see the current performance of this team compared to the rest of the field. This performance will change, depending on your success with development during the coming seasons. Recognition is a system that the team will use to determine how much R&D responsibility you were given. You will be compared against your teammate, and resource points will be split accordingly. Increase your recognition by improving your driver ratings, your current contract, and other bonuses that we'll cover later.
Well, I mean, we want to race for Red Bull. That's the whole point of this. So let's try and get it.
Okay, who would you like your teammate to be?
I want Max Verstappen.
Current drivers and toggle through some information here before making your decision. It might have an impact on your standing within the team.
Choose your teammate. Well, Yuki. Well, there's a few things we have here. Number 1, you got promoted into the Red Bull seat to try and be better than Lawson. And so far, you haven't really done so much. You also stole my number. 22 is kind of my number. And, excuse me, but you're a little bit much in my seat. So, I'm gonna choose Max Verstappen because I want your seat, Yuki. I guess you are able to get the seat.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, All the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms.
All right. Well, I think 70 is kind of what I want to get at. And I guess I can only do one season anyway, so it's I mean, I probably would have wanted to do a longer season, but generally sometimes I don't continue with this. So we're going to try and do at least 10 races this season and see if we could do from there, because then by then the TCR season will start, so we'll see what happens by then. Okay. Here we go.
Ah, we're signed.
Yes, sir.
That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon.
Now I'm going to feel out the difficulty, because if it, I'm going to put it up way higher. I just want to see what the baseline level is.
Quickly, before we gear up for the first race this season, a couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a lot of important information. Keep an eye on this tab between each race to see what you've been...
All right, we don't need we know what's going on here. Nothing's different here. R&D, vehicle. All right, here we go. Mailbox, blah, blah, blah. Research and development. All right, cool. Max is now your teammate, and while you need to keep a professional track, and also... who is one driver?
Your specialists are a team of experts. Completing these goals, you can see... So each specialist, you can also... You can see your select...
I understand. I've it's the same as last year. I don't need a tutorial, please.
To start, these are your active accolades.
I just want to go through it all. I don't want to...
Close points tallies can trigger a check if you're each ride. This graph will show you how... Finally, you can select
I will say there are a lot of options, and for those
Okay.
who really like to get
In
into
order to
all the
develop
career mode,
upgrades,
it
you'll
is
ver-
actually quite nice.
Finally, here you're going to be able to see a list of upgrades that are currently. This graph charts the performance progress of all of the.
Now, obviously in real life, Red Bull, I believe, is P4 in the championship, or they're on the verge of being P4. Mainly because, it's really just Max, Verstappen up at the front, and then, Sonoda and whoever they put in that second car is just, not competitive at all. But I think they're realizing it's now the car, and that's the reason. And I'm kind of wondering, like, does it make sense for them to develop almost two different types of cars? But the performance here, I think Red Bull is generally slower because of the difference there. But all right, there's something. Why is it doing that? It's a little glitched or something. Next is the grid reveal. It looks like a Sims intro. Honestly, it looks actually quite all right. They got the height difference wrong on Antonelli and George. George is way taller. Look, look, look. The heights are wrong. All the heights are wrong. Am I the only one? All right. I mean, I don't care that they're wrong, but I don't know what's wrong with that. I guess. So I did. I don't really want to do the practice sessions, but I will at least do one of them just to warm up. But I got a short quali and a 35% race to start. It's a pain in the ass. Whew.
Hello and a very warm welcome to a brand new season in Formula One. It's 2025. We've got a four-time world champion joining the grid. Do we have four teams in the championship? There's certainly been convergence over the winter months and plenty to look forward to before the huge regulation change in 2026. Now is all about free practice. Let's get straight into it. in FP1.
Bene, questo è il primo giro sulla vettura vera e propria. So che ti sto chiedendo molto, ma cerca di prendere confidenza con le prove libere e prova a ottenere dei dati utili. Cerchiamo di iniziare la stagione al meglio delle nostre possibilità. So che puoi fare un'ottima annata, quindi diamoci da fare.
All right. Oh, we get a little bit more telemetry here. I wonder if we get all this information in open lobbies. You know, if we do a multiplayer, you know, if we get compound use, expected lifespan, all like that's very useful. Something wrong with that button. Where are we even, Australia? I'm gonna drive out just to make sure everything's good.
Sono
And
sempre
then
io. Quest'anno abbiamo apportato alcune modifiche al modo in cui funziona l'ERS, quindi d'ora in poi avremo a disposizione diverse modalità tra cui scegliere durante le gare. Provale sul DMF durante le prove libere e pensa a come potresti usarle in gara. Fra un po' torno da te per approfondire la questione. Ok, fammi vedere dei bei giri controllati ora. Mantieni un ritmo costante, come faresti in gara. In questo modo otterremo i dati migliori.
one thing I'm trying to understand in my the way I want my buttons on the game, and you know what information's important. I think I want tire temps are important. I want to start to understand that if there's anything there, right? This last screen we don't really need as much. The ERS deployment, I'm gonna need a. Maybe that could be the deer. Yeah, I like that actually. I'm just thinking in my head. Let's see. I don't know what we're doing. The Red Bull feels good, though. This car doesn't feel bad at all. Whoa.
Accidents are sometimes hard to avoid on track, we know that, but you can use rewind to fix any mistakes. If only you could do that in life, eh? Let's rewind a few seconds now by pressing the button prompt on your screen.
I don't want to rewind, though. Are you kidding me? Wow. Like, honestly, this is the shit that pisses me off, man. Well, what would happen in this scenario? That, like, why would I need a rewind button? I literally can't get out of the screen now. Like, I don't. It says unassigned. Use rewind. I can't. And there's no way for me to pause the game. Like, it's literally glitched. It's literally glitched. I can't even. I would have to close my application. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. It took me a long time to set up all this shit anyway. I'm going to have to resume at a later date. And we might have to restart, but I'll get everything ready for the next time I go live. If I go live. I mean, this is, I mean, I usually don't have the rewind button activated, but I usually keep it on for career mode because the AI is really, really dumb, and I'm not going to have like a glitch of AI cost me, something. You know, if AI act in a certain way, but interesting. All right, well, that was good to know. I learned a little bit from that stream, actually. So, all right, I think we're gonna end it here, and then come back strong for the next one. I now that I got all my settings.